welcome back to my channel. It's Lou. If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you guys like what you see, which I know you will, please make sure you press the subscribe button that's down below, as well as the bell notification, so you guys are notified every single time that I post a new video. My door is open. Let me close it. So as you guys can tell by this title, we're finally doing a, I guess you could say, an updated how I create my business card type of video. I did do this video about a year and a half ago, I believe, maybe a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years ago, but I think it's been about like a year and a half. So and I basically was showing you guys like how I created my business cards and also my thank you cards and stuff like that, and I was letting you guys know where I did them and also where I got them actually printed out. And you guys went crazy. Like, you guys was in my DMs, you guys was in the comments. He was like, this video is good and all, but I wish you guys showed me. I wish you had showed us how to actually do it and stuff like that. And honestly, now looking back at that video, I'm like, yeah, bitch, like, why didn't you actually show them how you did it? But back then, like, I wasn't thinking about things like that. But I actually had to, I ran out of the business cards and I ran out of the thank you cards. So I'm just like, this is the perfect time for me to actually recreate this video for you guys. And basically, I'm gonna show you guys how my old business card looks like now. And this video is going to be split into two different parts because I don't want it to be too long, because they're going to be the first video is going to be for the business cards, and then the second video is going to be for the thank you cards. So today's video is the business card. So I'm going to show you guys how it looked like. Yeah, who is texting me while I'm recording? I'm going to show you guys how my old business cards look like, and then I'm going to go into like the nitty gritty and actually show you guys exactly how I went in, like changed everything. I'm going to talk to you guys how I, fixed things up, basically how I made it cute, and actually did it by myself. Now, I do a lot of things by myself, because some things you honestly can just do yourself. You don't necessarily need the to pay someone to actually do it, because I was thinking of paying someone to do it, but I'm like, girl, why is you paying someone to do it when you could sit there and actually do it yourself? Like, make it make sense. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys, this is how my old business card looked like. Don't y'all, is my bob lopsided? If my bob lopsided, don't talk about me, please, because she's giving lopsided vibes. But anyways, so this is my first business card that I created for myself. Like I said, this business card was from about a year and a half ago. This is how it looks like, and look, this is the front, and then this is the back of the business card. Now I'm gonna explain to you guys the things that I wanted to change and stuff like that, because honestly, I could have just went back in and just reprinted out the same like design, but I actually wanted to change it just to make it look better and make it look a little bit more, I don't want to say professional, but yeah, I guess you could say professional, because this looked like I did this in my phone. Like, this looked childish as fuck. So I'm like, it's time for an upgrade, new year, upgrading stuff. So I'm like, let me redo the whole design. Now, one thing that I really wanted to change was that the I don't know if you guys can really tell, but I didn't like the fact that these little logo things did not match each other. Like, they weren't the same color. I don't know why I put my phone number and all that extra stuff at the top. And then I also put like CEO. Can you guys see? I put CEO. Like, I'm like, girl, you did not have to put all that on your business card. Like, that was not necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and actually change all those things up. But if you guys are interested on how I actually, go ahead and I guess recreate my business cards, just spiff it up a little bit and actually show you guys where I go to actually get it created, and also how I printed them out, then keep on watching this video. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna try my hardest to keep up with what I'm doing on the screen. I was so hyped when I figured out how to do like a screen recording and stuff, but right now what I'm doing is I want to find a background for my logo. I already have my logo made and everything. If you do have your logo made, make sure the person that created your logo provided you with like a PNG or like a vector file, like something that you'd be able to like enlarge and it doesn't lose its like resolution and stuff like that. So make sure you guys have that, or just a logo with a transparent background, but mine's didn't. But that's the cool thing with Canva. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, right now we're on Canva, okay? But with the cool thing about Canva, you're able to remove the background, but I think that option is only available if you have the paid version, which I do. I would highly recommend you do get the paid version because it's so good. But right now what I'm doing is I'm creating the front of the business cards, but I don't know what I was doing because like that do not look good at all whatsoever. But I think I was trying to like try to see what looks good if I would have, you know, to change it up, to spice things up. But honestly, I ultimately just said no. Like it looked fine with this regular black background. I tried to find a black background on the actual like, you know, settings on Canva, which you can look in the photos, but I wasn't able to. So I just went in my phone, found one on Google and saved it and uploaded it to Canva. And I just used that as my background instead. Because I also have Canva on my phone, so I can, you know, do it from both. Right now what I'm doing is I actually just learned this. I'm trying to make my logo a little bit more brighter because I did feel like it was a little bit too dull, and I just want to just make it a little bit more brighter in a sense, so it can pop when I actually print it out and stuff. So because I did realize my last one was a little bit too dull in a sense. So this is the back of my business card. Yeah, a lot was going on with this business card. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't sure how I wanted to create this. Now, you can go ahead and just find inspo on like Pinterest or on Google or wherever, and then you can just use that as like a guide to the things that you want to have and things you don't want to have on your business cards. It's all up to you, but just have a guide if you don't know exactly how you want it to look like. Now, right now, I did take out those borders from the sides. I think I'm gonna eventually put them back. I think I am, but right now I kind of am debating if I wanted to have the line in between the black line in between the red border or not. I'm not sure why I even did that. I mean, it's cute and all, but it didn't even, ultimately when I did print it out, I'm gonna show you guys, it didn't even show. I mean, it would have been cute if it did show, but it didn't. I actually got this background from Google a long time ago. This is actually what I use for my logo, I think. Yeah, I think that's the background I found on Google that I just used myself. And you guys seen how I was just able to duplicate the same image without me having to go back and just upload it. That's because they have that I don't know how you can actually show it, but the one that has the plus to it, as you guys can see, I just clicked it. The one that has the plus to it, you can literally just press the plus and it will literally just duplicate whatever you wanted to duplicate, whatever you clicked on. So I really like that feature, so you don't have to like keep going back and redoing it and stuff like that. So right now what I'm creating is like just a border. And I guess because I wanted the little red section to be more so in like the middle and not just be the primary, for it to not just be the primary color. You guys get what I'm saying, but the primary border. So I wanted it to just have a split and for the red to be on the inside. Now, all these things that I'm doing, like you literally have to like keep going back and forth and see what works, what looks good. If it doesn't look good, that's a good thing. You could just delete it and just try to create it. You're just gonna ultimately just try to make it your own. I did go ahead and take out my name, the CEO. I found like that was like tacky as hell, so I'm like, girl, take that out of that business cards. You do not need that. So that's exactly what I did. Ultimately, I'm gonna change all this up because the font was ugly. I didn't like the fact that my social media things didn't match up with each other, so I'm gonna fix all that up. Now right now I'm looking for a font for my actual, I guess, my website domain. But what I really love about Canva is like they have so many different fonts. Like, you can find so many different fonts. Whatever you're looking for, I'm pretty sure Canva has that font that you're looking for. You just gotta sit there and be patient and actually click through it and see what looks good. I'm not really gonna say what font that I use because you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And like you guys are seeing, I'm literally just clicking to see what looks good. And right now I'm just trying to space it out in a sense to see how the font would look like if I spaced it, because I wanted it to have that space effect, like them not being too close together, because it is going to be all the way in the bottom of my business card. So that's exactly what I did. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. What am I looking for? Okay, so right now, like I told you guys, I wanted to change my little social media logo. Like I said, I could not find it in the photo section that they provided in Canva, so I did have to go on Google. And on Google, I literally just pressed red social media icons, and I just uploaded the picture through my phone, and it's still uploaded on the computer because they're the same thing. And now what I'm doing is I'm cropping out just to pick the exact icons that I want in order. Like, I'm gonna pick the Instagram one, I'm gonna pick the Facebook and the email, and I'm doing that just by actually just by cropping out the socials that I want. Now, again, how I was able to make because you see how right here it looks white, I was able to make it the icons black because I did go in and I did the transparent background, which deleted the white borders around it, which ultimately made it look the way that it looks. So that transparent background will really come in handy. That's something that's a feature that I love in Canva. Honestly, that's the only thing that out of everything that they have, I use that all the time. Now, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to basically do that. Like, I want to find a border for the word section, and now I just do that. I just find that square from the element section that's already in Canva, and I am going to go in and actually crop that because it was a little bit too big and I want it to be a little bit more smaller. So that's exactly what I did. And like I said, you just got to adjust, see what fits, see what doesn't work, because there's no wrong way or right way to do this. You just got to do it. And I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate it. And what I just did is I put that on the back. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's so hard to explain. But I am going to put that square, well, I think it's a rectangle. I'm going to try to put it behind the social media logo because it looked a little funny when I had it on the top, the rectangle. So I tried to just move it backwards, which you can do. You can put things backwards. You can move them forward. All you have to do is right click on them, or you can just switch the position. And then when you press the position all the way on the right hand side, it'll say position, and then whatever item that you click, you can either bring them forward or you can bring them backwards, which I also really like as well. That a feature that, that Canva has. So right now I'm just playing around with it. And like I said, I'm also going to duplicate it because I'm also going to go back and try to change the color, I think. But right now all I'm doing is pressing that little plus button with the two papers on it. And I'm just going to you see how that just made my life so much more easier, that I didn't have to go back and do the exact same thing that I just did for the first one. Like, I love the duplicate button as well. And that looks so whack. Like, the font that I chose for this, the font that I used for this was just, I don't know what I was thinking, but that was about 1.5 years ago. So that's why. But as you guys can see, I just right click and I just went ahead and bring those words forward because they were behind the rectangle shape. So these things are little things that you can just eventually learn as you continue to play around with Canva and stuff like that, because I didn't know how to do these things until I played around with it a lot. And right now I'm removing the background of that picture because I wanted to have a picture on the side because I wasn't sure what I wanted to have on there. So I just decided to put one of my wig pictures just to show them a little bit. I guess it'll be a preview of my work so people can actually see. And if they like it, they'll be more, what's that word? they'll most likely like, you know, try to check out my Instagram just to see how it is. Right now I'm just adding my logo on the top because I felt like it was missing a little bit something. So I removed the background from my logo, and right now all I'm doing is I'm moving it to the top, making it smaller. I'm not sure if I'm going to change the color to make it brighter, but I just made it small and put it on the top. And I think right here, I'm going to try to change the color of that social media icon because they were a little bit too dark because it wasn't making sense with my logo. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like my logo is a little bit more so burgundy and the logos looked a little bit red. So all I did was turn down the saturation just so, you know, I can try to make the color a little bit more cohesive with the actual logo. And since it was a photo that I cropped out, I had to do it that way to just change the saturation instead because it wasn't an actual like, I guess, item that I found on Canva. So I just had to do it that way because if you see how I'm able to change the color through the color section right here for those rectangles, and I'm able to do that because they already came on Canva and they're not photos, they're actually elements and stuff. So I hope that made sense because I feel like I'm talking so much. Like, clearly you guys can see what I'm doing, but I just want to, like, you know, be a little voice. And like I said, a lot of this is just you just seeing what works, see what don't work. And even if you mess up, you can just press the undo button that's on the right hand side. You can just undo it. And right here, I tried to see how it would look like, the words would look like in black. And I felt like you were not able to actually see the words. So I am going to actually go back and change the color to white because it's like you can see it, but it's like it's blending in too much. So I did go in and actually, you know, turn them white because when I made them white, it just looked a little bit better in a sense. And right now, again, I'm trying to find a different type of font for them, and I actually am gonna change that to YouTube because I don't think I had a Twitter. Yeah, I didn't really use my Twitter, so I didn't feel like there was a need for me to have my Twitter on there. It didn't make any sense, so I just took that off on there and just put YouTube instead. And I am going back in and actually making the words because I know you guys can see they were all different sizes and stuff like that. So I'm going to go in and manually like make them the exact same size so everything could be cohesive. Like, you guys, this is like, honestly, me creating these type of things are like really fun. Like when you know what you're doing or when you have like some type of guidance, it's like creating these things are like initially really fun, but it just gets a little annoying when you don't know what you're doing. So the faster you're able to learn Canva, the easier it'll be for you to create these flyers, to create your business cards, your thank you cards, whatever it may be. Now, and I also think that I made those words, the social media words, bold just for them to stand out a little bit better. Like I said, I turned them white because the black was mixing in way too much. But yeah, she's looking good already. Like, I mean, I'm basically almost done, but did you guys see that transformation from how it was looking like before to now? Like now it just looks a little bit more, professional. And like I told you guys, you seen how I did make it a little bit more brighter in the front of the business card. Right now, that's exactly what I'm doing to the back. I made the logo a little bit more, you know, vibrant in a sense. And right here, I'm trying to space out the my website name a little bit more because it wouldn't actually let me do it anymore. I think that was my max, but I still wanted them to be a little bit more spaced out than the option that it gave me because I wanted it the spaced out look, which is exactly what I was able to do. I just went in and just pressed space in between, did one space in between them, and it actually worked out perfectly. Now, I'm not even sure what I'm doing. Oh, I know what I just did. I just went ahead and changed the picture because that picture that I had was cute, but I actually like the the second one, the black one that I chose, a little bit more better. And of course, I'm going to show you guys where I went to actually get them printed out. I just went on Vistaprint, and I just went on the business card template, and I just pressed the standard size. As you guys can see, there's the size right here. And then you decide, did you want square, rectangle, vertical, horizontal? I pressed the horizontal way because that's how I created my logo. Now, I know I'm showing you guys this now, but I did go in and save my the project off Canva. I saved it in the computer, and then now I'm just able to upload them up on Canva, which is exactly what I'm doing. I put a specific name on there just so it could be easy for me to just upload them, which I was just able to quickly just upload them. I did do this in full color. Make sure you do yours like on the top section where it says full color. Make sure you press that option, and make sure before you do any type of like final things that you do preview it, because when I did preview it, I did see that it was cutting a little bit too much off my off the back of my border. So I did go back and I had to save it twice just for the border to actually show. So make sure you preview that before you actually print it out, because they have like a border line that they have. So make sure you just pay attention to that. So I'm double checking, and now it's showing you how it will look like, and they give you many options, like if you want your cards matte, if you want it glossy, if you wanted the tips to be round or standard. I just kept mine standard and it was glossy, so you can pick whichever one you would like, but that's the one that I picked. I think I should have changed the top where it says the thickness. I should have done premium. I just did standard. After you press your options, and now you're ready to print to receive your business cards. All right, so now that you guys actually seen how I actually created the business cards and where I went to actually get it printed out, I'm just gonna show you guys how it actually looked like, because it actually came, I think last week. I think it came last week, Friday. And I'm just like, let me actually show you guys how the business card came out, if you guys would like to change the sizing or anything like that. I'm not sure if I told you guys the sizing in the video, but if I didn't, I'll just put it in the description bar. And if I forget to put it in the description bar, because sometimes I'll be lying, if I do forget, then just ask me in the comments down below, and I'll just let you guys know, and I'll just remember to actually stick it in the description bar so you guys can know like the size and stuff like that I actually use. One thing I do have to point out is it's very tedious when you are creating when it comes to just creating things. It's very tedious, so that's why it's like sometimes it is good to, you know, pay someone if you do not have the time at all whatsoever. I mean, I'm pretty busy, but I'm just like, girl, you could still save a few pennies, like if you set aside like an hour or two just to, you know, create it. So it's up to you if you're willing to, you know, go ahead and spend that money. But like I said, it's very tedious. And also when it came to me actually printing it out through Vistaprint, I don't think I showed you guys in the video, but I actually had to like redo it like I had to redo it like damn near like 2 times, because the perimeter, I'm dumb, why didn't I show you guys the card? So this is how the card looks like, and it is, I did press the glossy, can you focus? Can you focus on me? Okay, so I actually did pick the glossy part, and I actually pressed glossy for the back too, but honestly it's not as glossy as I thought it was. I mean, I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I did go in and actually change the picture, because I do feel like this was a little bit more better. Like that picture kind of went a little bit more, but this is how it looked like. It's not too glossy on the back. The front is a little bit more glossy, and I mean, I guess I get what they were doing with that, but just know the back isn't going to be as glossy as the front when you do press those options. But when it came to me actually printing it out, I actually had to go back in and actually like resize the perimeter of it, because the perimeter would not print the way that I wanted it to print, and it was like cutting out a lot of the, you know, border. So I'm just like, I had to go back twice just to know that they do crop a good amount of your the printing border they give you. They do cut out a good amount. Like on the actual picture, it'll show you that it's there, but when you actually like, you know, press to view it, it's actually gonna show that it cut it off. So make sure you pay attention to that, because if you do have a specific border that you want to show, make sure you look at that, because they're gonna, like, they might cut it off, and you might want to just, you know, make things a little bit more closer together so it can actually show. Like, for instance, as you guys can see from this section, you see how this section has a good border but this section don't. So like, you got to be careful with things like that. But honestly, it's not really that big of a deal to me. But I actually did get, how much did I get? Hold on, let me tell you guys the exact price. I'm not sure if I told you guys. Okay, so I ordered 500 business cards, and I got them just the standard business cards, and then I got them in the standard glossy version. And for 500 business cards, I got it for $36. Now I'm not sure if I found like a little discount code or anything. Yeah, I didn't find no I didn't find any discount code, but literally it was $36, and I also got free shipping. Now I'm not sure I got free shipping because I put a discount code, because they do have discount codes on the website for you and stuff like that, so just keep in mind on that. But yeah, so that's how much I got it for. That's how my business cards looks. It's giving, I don't know, it's giving what it needed to give. So it definitely is an upgrade from my last one. I wish I could have gave you guys like a before and after of how it looks like. But and also, if you're not that like designy, you could honestly just find any type of business cards that you like online, and then just try to, I'm not saying like do the exact same as the person's business cards, but you can take a little few things in there that you like, and just, you know, use that as a guide for you to create your business cards if you are looking in the route of actually, you know, creating your business cards by yourself. I mean, if you're not that designy and you don't know how to recreate things, even if you see the design, then I would say, sis, go ahead and just pay that person to design it, and then you just gotta take the L and just, I mean, it's not an L, but you just gotta make someone else design it for you. If you know in your heart for sure you cannot create it yourself, just pay someone to do it. But that's how I was able to get my business cards. I love them, and these should last me for a good amount of time. I do give out about 2 business cards per package, so I mean, the other one lasts me about like a year and a half, but then again, last year I wasn't really getting that much orders. But whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I didn't answer anything in this video that you guys are still inquiring about, just comment it in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if I should drop the second video, which is the thank you card one. Because I mean, even if y'all don't want it, I'm still gonna give it to you. I kind of already recorded that section, so y'all still gonna get it. But let me know if you guys like videos like this, because I mean, it seemed like you guys kind of do, but sometimes it seems like you guys don't. But honestly, it is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you loves in my next video. Bye.